I believe I will say this without a shadow of a doubt. I think Don Jazzy needs to arrest and sue Deeone. Please, if you agree with me, I want you to tag Don Jazzy to this particular statement. Because I believe Don Jazzy has become one of the most respected figures in the music industry and a pillar of integrity within the Nigerian community. And I believe Don Jazzy has also made a name, not just as an artist, but as someone who uplifts others. He has empowered in his own way dreams and support positive causes. Sometimes we agree with some of the things he does, and sometimes we don't. And I believe his decision to help VeryDarkMan, a man of the people, is a testament to his heart and humanity. And we will say it is his willingness to invest in what we call justice and truth. Some of us may have different thoughts about, this help. But regardless, when he was doing it, he wasn't announcing it. That's why I felt it is genuine. But however, this selfless act has unfortunately brought out the worst in some individuals, particularly Deeone, who now seeks to tarnish the name of Don Jazzy and his reputation. Which I think the public, we need to be urging Don Jazzy to take legal action against Deeone, who has crossed the line from criticism to personal attacks, harassment. In fact, who would not even say that what Deeone is doing is what we call defamation? And I think there are reasons why Don Jazzy needs to consider taking legal actions against Deeone. Number one, I think he has to protect his reputation. Deeone's baseless accusations, when they say, I am going to Don Jazzy's family's house and the rest of it, for what? Because such as making it seem as if Don Jazzy is a ritualist and questioning your family life are damaging to your public image. Allowing these claims to go unchallenged, my brother, can create doubt in the minds of those who actually respect and admire you, Don Jazzy. Secondly, I think it prevents further harassment if you take legal action, because Deeone's action, including calling you and threatening to expose personal details about your life, are forms of harassment that should not be tolerated. Legal action will serve as a deterrent to further intrusions into your private lives. Thirdly, I think to uphold the truth by addressing these lies that this guy is bringing out about you, you not only defend yourself, but also set an example that falsehoods should not be weaponized to attack others. I believe also it is an opportunity for you to protect your legacy, because your hard work for over the years has built Maven Records into a global brand. Allowing someone like Deeone to spread misinformation could harm not just your name, but also the legacy of your record label. I think it is a way to set precedents for accountability. People like Deeone should not be allowed to attack others without consequences. Taking legal action ensures that the law protects everyone regardless of their status. Now, knowing this fully well, that the only thing that is provoking Deeone is simply because you helped VeryDarkMan, and VeryDarkMan announced it publicly. You didn't announce it publicly. VeryDarkMan announced it publicly in the act of gratitude. And this individual took it upon himself to use that as an yardstick, as a reason to tarnish your image. So he has no ground. This is when you need to finish this boy. Secondly, I believe it needs to, this particular, if you take this action, is support mental health and awareness. While it's clear that Deeone's behavior may stem from jealousy and envy, or even from mental health struggles, this does not excuse his actions, because I said it earlier that he probably does not think with the left side of his brain or with his right side of his brain, but he thinks with his forehead. Addressing his behavior legally could encourage him to seek help, perhaps if he has Kulu mentality. Second, third, maybe which number I even did. It is an opportunity for you to defend your values. Your kindness and your generosity, Don Jazzy, should never be mistaken for weakness. Taking actions send a message. While you are compassionate, you will not allow others to take advantage of your goodwill. It is also an opportunity to encourage constructive criticism, which is the idea of the public must learn that it's okay to have different opinions, but not too okay to defame or harass. Your response would remind everyone of this important distinction. And I know some people will want to say, oh, are we not the one protecting the fact that Senior Advocate of Nigeria shouldn't have persecuted someone like VeryDarkMan? Now you have to rethink again. What are the reasons why the people support VeryDarkMan? It's simply because he exposed corruption. And these people start seeking for the little tiny thing they can use against him, where they call it innuendo or Nintendo. I don't know which game they are trying to use to extort 500 million from the individual, knowing fully well he's going after NGO and he's doing this just to expose corruption. Now, the same fast we are talking about, we overheard that Bobrisky was in London, and then the person fast wants to open something also in London. So, does it look like somebody's husband wants to go and meet the wife? Perhaps. And this is the reason why most Nigerians also make decisions in diaspora not to attend the thing, basically because they saw it. The whole Nigeria can see it. Yes, you might have the court of justice, but we have what we call the court of public opinion. And I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying the reasons behind why VDM spoke about the particular thing of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, was simply because it was recorded and Bobrisky was the one who brought it up. I think that Don Jazzy needs to take action to maintain focus on your work, because Deeone's actions are more or less like a distraction, and addressing them legally would allow you to refocus on your contributions to the music industry and to community. And I think lastly, this will kind of inspire others to stand up against injustice. By taking a stand, you inspire others facing similar challenges to speak up and seek justice for themselves. Do not allow certain individuals to take your kindness for weakness. And I think Deeone's behavior reflects deep-seated issues that go beyond mere criticism. His focus appears to be solely on bringing you down, fueled by jealousy and lack of understanding of your vision, perhaps. While you have always been a beacon of kindness, there are moments when taking a firm stance is kind of very necessary. Not just for yourself, but for those who look up to you. Now, Don Jazzy, I as an individual, and I think most Nigerians, will urge you to address the matter of Deeone, not out of malice, but out of a duty to protect your name and all you stand for. Allowing someone like Deeone to go unchecked could embolden others to act in similar ways. You have done nothing to warrant these insults or attacks from Deeone. Helping VeryDarkMan was not an act of kindness that any rational person should applaud. It is what everyone sees publicly, and we need to say this individual saw a cause and is fighting for the cause in a way where he can show his own support. Now, we as the supporters of VeryDarkMan and the work of your hand, I believe we will stand firmly with you on this matter. Deeone's actions are not just a personal attack on you. They are I would call it is more or less like an affront to decency and fairness. As a leader and an icon, you have the right to defend your reputation and hold those who spread falsehoods accountable. I believe the time has come to draw the line. Let the world see you while you are a man of compassion. You are also a man of strength and principle. Take this step, not just for yourself, Don Jazzy, but for everyone who believes in the power of truth and justice. I believe the Rattle fans, they will stand behind you. I said it and I'm going to repeat it one more time. The reason why the people supported the idea of VDM needed to play the audio, and he made a statement after playing the audio, which is the Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Most fans will be saying Senior Advocate of nonsense. I did not say it. Most fans used to say it. Said the innuendo, and then we saw in real time where the person who actually made the statement was allowed to leave the country without them taking legal actions against that particular person. They just brushed it, blah blah blah, and let it slide. And then they want to collect 1 billion, one 500, the other 500 million. You as a person on Don Jazzy giving to VDM, when you gave to Bobrisky the other time, the reason why VDM was speaking was like, there are a lot of causes of who you're supposed to donate to because Nigerians are going through stuff. Why give to somebody who its attitude or the attitude of shame or him, she, is contrary against the law of the country? And that was his stance. And he said, I would not regard anyone who is doing something like that. Now, when you made it and you gave him money, he wasn't a monetary kind of guy. That's why when you put 100 million in the, when you supported him with the 100 million within his NGO account, he raised a voice before he knew you were the one. Secondly, you gave him without him. When you gave him the second time, you never asked him to say anything about it publicly, and then he came out to thank you, and that became an obsession to Deeone. If that is the reason why someone has to drag your name and start going towards your family, going into your brothers and your sisters, at least during the time when even VDM was even addressing you, he never went towards your family and the rest of it. He was addressing the issue. So if you did not, Don Jazzy, if you did not take action against Deeone, now it seems you prove him right. Now it seems there's something you're hiding. Nigerians are looking up to you. You have to do something about it, Don Jazzy. That's all I have to say for now.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.